Switching topics. How was your Christmas? How's your New Year's? Obviously, it's been several weeks since we've all been on. Well, us hasn't been on because Brian has is not here because he's in quote unquote lockout. So I haven't played him in Madden yet.
Yeah, he's taking a stand in terms of wanting to play on Madden. But actually, my holidays were actually pretty relaxing. So for Christmas, we actually celebrated the weekend before.
Yeah.
And that the only time my sister and her husband were able to come down and celebrate was that weekend. And even then, it was just the Thursday to Saturday. So Saturday morning, they had left. But before then, we hung out with them. Friday night, what did we do? Oh, yeah. We did like a Secret Santa kind of thing. So we did all that on that Friday. It's on its own. It was fun and everything. And then later that night, we played a little beer pong. We played a couple games of beer pong.
Did you represent?
As well as I could have. I wasn't drunk enough. Okay. Put it that way.
I'll definitely.
Because it's a game where the drunker you are, the better you're at it. Can we agree? Am I wrong? Am I wrong? I'll quote Brian. Am I wrong?
Right or am I right?
Exactly. College kids everywhere. Am I right? That listens to this podcast. Am I right? Comment below.
You're right. He's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
and then
there you go.
Later that night, because we kind of forgot about it because we sat down for a little too long when you're exchanging gifts and everything. But that night we had a little competition like we did last year with gingerbread. We were all making gingerbread houses.
Nice.
And everything. And I was getting so annoyed with mine because the fucking walls would not stay on. I would use like 8 tons of fucking icing and it just wouldn't stay on. It was annoying.
Oh,
and
we're
the real
at that
competition.
time of year,
The real competition was so my dad had gone to like Target or whatever and gotten so many different things. And the way we did it was we all like pulled a number out of a hat and everything in terms of which one whoever got the number got to pick first of which one they wanted and everything. Right. And there were 2 of the same gingerbread houses. Mitch and I went first and second, and Mitch wanted to compete with someone. So I competed with them, obviously.
There you go.
And Mitch was doing well until his roof caved in, and then he had nothing.
Ooh.
And then I was finally able to get my fucking walls to stand up, and I said, cool, it's done. I'm not even decorating it. Okay. It's standing. I'm good. We're good.
Hey,
I'm done.
That's half the battle is making it stand up. So gotta give credit.
Yeah.
I do want to hear about people's most successful gingerbread houses, though. Yes. I'm curious.
I did beat Mitch in the sense that he may have decorated a little bit more than I did, but
yours is standing.
Up. But
okay, so then and there, if yours is standing and it's not even decorated compared to his that's decorated but not standing, you win by default. Yeah. It's not a house.
Yeah, one of the ones we had, which we thought was going to be hard, but really wasn't, was there was a little football field one where all of it was just kind of decorating. Cool. Yeah, you're just kind of decorating a football field, but it's kind of lame just because that's all you're doing. You're not really putting anything together.
It's kind of lame. Nice.
And then that Saturday night, we all went over to, except for my sister, obviously, because I went back up to Pittsburgh. But me or my family went up to my grandma's to do like a little early Christmas, like Eve. We usually have a party, but we did that weekend before. And we had it as like a ugly sweater party. So
nice.
The end of it, we were having a raffle of who had the best kind of ugly sweaters. And I didn't even pick mine. My mom already had one picked out for me from Target. It was just a SpongeBob ugly sweater thing that I was wearing. So I got to wear a little ugly sweater, SpongeBob for that. And then Christmas Eve itself, that following weekend, we did what we did 2 years ago before this whole, pandemic and everything started. And believe it or not, Jeff, the bowling palace is still surviving the pandemic. I thought, and no offense to the people who run the bowling palace or anything, but I kind of thought they would go under during this whole kind of quarantine and everything.
I mean, it's a fair statement, and
just because it was bowling, and there's a lot of touching. And
you're
everything,
not wrong.
And the place wasn't doing that well to begin with. So, again, no offense to them. We had fun. We have fun every time we go there.
Yeah.
And actually, it looks like they've made some improvements to some of the lanes too. Because on some of the lanes, some of like the wall fixtures when he went a couple years ago was like falling off and looked kind of bad. But it looks like they kind of fixed it and everything.
Okay. There you go.
You played like 2 games there. You played that for like an hour. Mention I both in that time had a beer. And then we went to Sterling Sun, which is now across from the Target in Exton. It's just a brewery. So we went, for those who don't know. But we went there for a lunch or whatever. So, and the funny thing happened. So the bartender messed up my drink. So I went for, I think it was called like a old fashioned, like coffee or something like that. Or it was just an old fashioned, but it was with coffee in it.
Interesting. I've had an old fashioned before, and it's definitely it's good.
It's
but
just a sipper. It's
with coffee though.
Yeah, instead of the normal bitters you put in it, it's just coffie they put instead. That's what they,
because you can get like on the rocks, or you can get like not. There's so many different kinds.
There was a couple right around Thanksgiving. We went to this one restaurant that had a what was it? An apple cider old fashioned. Or was it apple cider bourbon? So that
could be pretty good. Okay.
But
yeah, that could be good.
And that
could be
I guess the waitress or whoever took down the order accidentally must have just put down bourbon. So they gave me back a bourbon and Coke.
I mean, it's not a bad idea.
I was like, wait, I think you were supposed to have the old fashioned. Right? I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, do you want that? I was like, yeah, I'll take it. So I got a free drink. Hey, let's go.
I'm not complaining. Dude,
I didn't complain at all. Why would you ever complain about a free drink? I don't care what the drink is. It could be the worst drink ever. Why would you? Depending on the drink, but if it's you don't know it's good until you try it. But if it's a free drink,
there's only one free drink you should never accept.
Well, yeah.
The Jersey Turnpike.
Yes.
And I'll leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. But when you're in a restaurant in that kind of setting, and the bartender or someone makes a mistake and gives you a different drink, but it's similar to the drink you got, but it's not like if they compliment or do that and say, "Oh, it's free. You have a drink for free." Like, awesome. That's just awesome at that point.
Oh, for sure.
Those drinks were pretty good. They weren't the best, but I enjoyed them.
Free drink.
I was feeling it by the time dinner ended or lunch ended, so I was fine. And after that, we just kind of just hung out, relaxed, and stuff.
Nice.
Christmas Day, just went to my aunt's. Nothing really happened there. Unfortunately for New Year's, though, nothing. Our party that we were supposed to have, because so many people in our neighborhood were starting to get tested positive for COVID. It just didn't. The party got canceled, so we just didn't really do anything for New Year's Eve or anything. So we just kind of sat around and watched this time went down to midnight. So
right, and honestly,
and that's why I say, and I'm okay with that because both things were pretty relaxing. So Christmas Day, we did nothing. We just relaxed. That's pretty much. To me, I feel like when you get past all like the crazy shit or whatever, just to wind down on those 2 weeks, just relaxing.
It's nice to relax.
It's nice. It's just a nice little relaxing time. So that's what those 2 weeks were for me.
Yeah, I honestly, And it's just,
I guess technically 3 weeks because the weekend before we actually
yeah, that's good. That's a good point, actually. Oh, definitely this year of all years was just chaotic.
Oh boy.
It was relatively enjoyable for sure. It was chaotic, I'd say. So every year we celebrate Christmas early with my mom's side of the family. We celebrate
like I did like the weekend before, like a couple of days before.
like the weekend before kind of thing.
Okay, so similar.
This one that was particularly early, even earlier than usual. So usually it's around the 16th. 16th. Yeah, around 16th to celebrate. But because it was on a Thursday this year, we celebrated like the 11th or 12th. It was the 12th, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little bizarre. So there's that. It was mainly fun because my uncle every year
you may have still had some Thanksgiving leftovers, but you're getting ready for some Christmas leftovers.
It was a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. Every year though, my uncle he goes to this one website called Nobleworks. You ordered them online. The greatest cards you will ever receive. I guarantee you it. Mm-hmm. Anywhere from oh nice, sweet. Oh, this is
was
nice
that the snaps you were sending me of the cards?
Yep.
Okay. I was really confused. Why are you sending me Christmas cards?
Yeah, but no, so these cards
because I think people might have been over whatever, so I just kind of like went past like, why does Jeff keep sending me random Christmas cards?
Like really like brutal Christmas cards. Mm-hmm. These are ones that like my uncle he got his cards. He gets his cards every year for Christmas where they're so good that we look more forward to that than the actual gift we get from our aunt and uncle because they're that funny. The one particularly I got this year from uncle, it's a picture of a dog with a cone around his head sitting on Santa's lap. And Santa's like, oh, what do you want for Christmas? And the dog simply says, I wish I could lick my balls again. Or something like that, or I wish I could have my balls back or something like it was so funny, but so it's very crude humor for the right crowd.
I wish I could lick myself again. Something
yeah, or something like that. Yeah, no, but it's so funny. I was cracking up, and so he texted me the address or the website. You order them online, and then they deliver them in the mail to you, which is awesome.
Okay. What was it called again? So for the listeners who may not have caught that.
Yeah.
Sorry, what was the name of the place where you got it from?
Nobleworks.
Got it.
Nobleworks.com. It's the greatest website ever. I love it. So that was that. Then
sponsor us if you want. I mean, it's not like we're looking for one or anything.
I love what you do.
Yes.
Whoever comes up with them, geniuses, amazing. So then on the 24th for Christmas Eve, that was the big sushi night that we did with every year with Danny's family, and that was a lot of fun. We ordered a ridiculous amount of sushi, like I'm talking like probably $200 worth of sushi kind of thing. Like, Jesus. Yeah, there's like 10 to 12 of us all combined there.
Well,
so
I figured
it makes sense, but I look forward to every single year. I'm already looking forward to it next year.
It's January 3rd.
Fine, this year.
No, I'm just saying you're already looking forward to it. I wasn't really trying to make you look like an idiot because it's actually this year. But I was actually saying more so like you're already looking forward to it.
I know.
3 days into the next year, you're already looking forward to something that's at the end of the year.
I love the sushi though. It's so good. Anyway, so there's that. So that was fun. On Christmas Day, we were supposed to go to my parents' house, so celebrate Christmas with my parents, my oldest brother.
I thought for a second you said Thanksgiving did. What?
It's I'm tired. It's certainly possible I did. You never know. We might have to check that later. Yeah. Check the footage.
I will. I know where it's gonna end up. If I
did say that, then it's 1,000% end up on worst of the worst moments. Yes. I guarantee you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, oh God, I'm really hoping I said Christmas. I honestly don't even know. Anyway, so Christmas Day we were supposed to celebrate, but my oldest brother got COVID. So we couldn't go to my parents' house. And then let's see here. So we postponed that. And so we literally just celebrated Christmas with my family yesterday because we had to wait for COVID. Because not only did my oldest brother get COVID, then my parents got COVID. So we had to wait even longer then. And so, and my brother's fiance. So yeah.
That's a bummer.